Hello, my name is William Coleman, Wyeth Foundation Curator and Director of the Andrew and Betsy Wyeth Study Center at the Brandywine Museum of Art. I'm pleased to welcome you to our new exhibition, Andrew Wyeth, Home Places. Home Places is the first exhibition of a new era at the Brandywine Museum of Art that celebrates the 7,000 objects in the Andrew and Betsy Wyeth collection. In this show, you'll see nearly 50 objects, the majority of which have never been seen before, including the full range of artistic media that Andrew Wyeth practiced. Andrew Wyeth today is perhaps best known and loved for his work in tempera, that minutely detailed process that was built up over weeks and months so that you can hardly see a brushstroke in the surface anymore. But what I'm most excited about in this exhibition is the work in watercolor, that other medium of which Andrew Wyeth was a virtuoso, the medium indeed that made his reputation as a young star rising in the art world, an heir to the likes of Winslow Homer in the American watercolor tradition. One of the objects that really inspired this exhibition is Brick House, Study for Tenant Farmer. What you'll see in this object, and indeed in the fascinating drawing practice that relates to it, is a response to an unusual building of this region made in manufactured brick rather than found fieldstone. He puts in this meticulous work of literally counting the bricks in certain facets of the building, getting it mathematically precise so that he can make a final watercolor that is alternately minutely detailed and incredibly freely painted. Wyeth was an artist who was deeply interested in history and indeed in architecture. While Andrew and Betsy Wyeth dearly loved the structures that are depicted in these works and participated in their preservation in many cases, they were not solely backwards looking. They were aware of the onward march of time. They were indeed fascinated by the meeting of past and present in this richly historical landscape. Case studies of that include the iconic work of the exhibition 747, which is a depiction of Betsy James Wyeth herself looking up at their own home place, the Mill House at Brinton's Mill. You see overhead the 747 of the title, the contrail of a jumbo jet flying over that old building in this richly historical landscape. An object in this exhibition I love for the way it shows the meeting of past and present and the unexpected dialogues these old buildings enter into in the present day is the first version of a painting known as 7-Up. It's a depiction of an 18th century house known as the Wiley House, a characteristic vernacular building of this region, a mix of fieldstone and clapboard construction. And sure enough, overhead you see a hot air balloon with the logo of 7-Up soda. This is an incident that apparently the artist observed, that mildly humorous, unexpected meeting of past and present called to him, and he had to make a painting of it. Andrew Wyeth Home Places begins an exciting new era for the Brandywine Museum of Art. Visitors can expect to see more exhibitions like this one that draw on the remarkable holdings of the Andrew and Betsy Wyeth collection, largely unseen works that help us to understand this incredible creative story like never before.